line joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side by using converse of basic proportionality theorem. So firstly, let's make a triangle. So here I have a triangle. So let's name this as A over here, B and C. Now prove that a line joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle. So a line joining the midpoints of any two sides. So just look at this point. So a line joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle. So in the fourth question, where you have one side which joins a midpoint in the triangle, but in this question here you have two sides joins the midpoints of a triangle. So if I join a line like this, if I join a line like this, where here forms a midpoint to the side AB, and here forms the midpoint. So let this be the first midpoint. So let me write down like DE. Okay, I have got a parallel line DE. So here DE is an exact midpoint for side AB, and EE is the exact midpoint for side AC. So if this will be the midpoint, then here they ask that a line is parallel to the third side. So we must prove what? We must prove that DE is parallel to BC. So where we know that, so we can just write that. Just write down like where AD is equals to BD, and here E became an exact midpoint of AC. Thus we can say that A is equal to EC, and we must prove what? DE is parallel to BC. So we must prove that DE is parallel to BC. To find this, we must use by converse of basic proportionality theorem. So what is basic proportionality theorem? If a line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle, then the ratio of other two sides are in the same ratio. So here, to prove this parallel sides, if I say that AB equals to AC or AD by BD equals to AE by EC, this gives what? DE is parallel to BC, right? So by converse of basic, so as I can write like, let me solve this question like, where we know that given where D, let me write like D is the midpoint, D is the midpoint of AB, right? And E is the midpoint of AC. Okay, now here we got D, which D is the midpoint of AB and E is midpoint of AC. Now here DE is parallel to BC. So now we must prove this. So to prove this one, firstly by using basic proportionality theorem, I can write like, where D is the midpoint of AB. If D is the midpoint of AB, I can say that DE and AD and BD has divided in the same ratios, right? As I can write like AD by DB or BD equals to, if E is the midpoint, I can say that AE is by EC. So by this I can write, okay. So before writing this equation, by D point I can say that, let me write like, by D point, BD equals to AE by EC. Okay, let this be like this. Now here we know that D became an exact midpoint. I can write like in the given form, I can write like AD equals to BD. Okay, and over here I can write like AE equals to EC, because E has become an exact midpoint of the side AC. Now here I got what, AD by BD equals to AE by EC. Now here can I say that instead of BD, can I place AD over here, where AD equals to BD, right? Instead of BD I can place AD, as I can write like AD by AD equals to, here you have what, AE by EC. So instead of EC, can I place AE, because AE equals to EC, as I can write AE by AE. So if I just cross it, if I just do like this, where AD by AD equals to 1 and equals to AE by AE gives 1, right? So I can say that, now I can say that AD by BD equals to, AD by BD equals to 1, and similarly we know that AE by EC equals to 1, right? AE by EC equals to 1. Now here I got what? Now by this, here AD by BD equals to 1 and AE by EC equals to 1, right? So thus AB and EAC are the equal sides of the given triangle. Thus, if here we got what? We got what from 1 and 2. Let this be first equation, okay, first equation, and let this be second equation. From 1 and 2 equations, I can say that AD by BD equals to AE by EC, right? So here we have AD by BD equals to AE by EC. Then you got what? Where this AD is equal to BD and AE is equal to EC. So thus you have two sides are being divided in the same ratio. Then the lines are parallel. So we can say that the line joining the midpoints of any two sides of triangle is parallel to the third. So this line which joining the midpoints is parallel to BC. So the line which is joining the midpoints on two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side, as I can say by using basic proportionality theorem, by using converse of BPT, okay? By using converse of BPT, I can say that where DE is parallel to BC. Therefore, I can select over here